basically unusable. You implement it in the middle tier, yes. And then can that middle tier be compromised? I'm not a middleware expert. So I'm guessing the answer is it's not entirely secure. It's more secure, but you also need more developers who have more education about these things. It's way too easy to learn PHP on your lunch break and go to MySQL and type show databases, create database block, and just do it. Every single example in every single book out there has how to do it. So if you can make money doing it, who cares that in a year or two you're going to have to worry about security, right? I can make money now doing it.
I'm going to say the people in the field here.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is how the problem comes about. So I think a lot of it is education, and that's one of the things I'm trying to do. And maybe y'all already knew all this stuff, but I'm trying to just basically say here are the things that you can secure. You can use roles in most database management systems. You can, talk about maximum connections per hour. You can expire passwords. Expiring even a web app password is great because then you find all those little somebody wanted a report, so I just wrote this thing and I hard-coded the password into it. You find those pretty quickly if you expire your passwords on a regular basis. Speaking of users, who owns the application user account? Who's responsible for that security? Here's everybody's little Bobby tables, right? If you use, so here's the thing, if you use stored procedures, right, you're never going to have this problem. If you code a lot, there's a whole movement to say, well, just use stored procedures for everything. Don't let developers write any SQL code. Don't let any ORMs write any SQL code because they're awful. And then you'll never have this problem because you don't actually have permission to drop table users. You have permission to, add user, right? The add user function or the drop user function. So you could still theoretically, if you hacked into the database and found out all of the usernames, you could probably drop all the usernames. Take a lot longer. So, okay, here's the thing. If you hated my presentation, email me and tell me. You have another question? Great.
We've got another presenter that needs to be setting up, so
that's fine.
Take them outside.
I have 2:53 on my watch, but sure. If people want to come and throw schmooball at me, I'll be just outside. And seriously, I'd rather know you hated it than you loved it, because if you loved it, then I did it right. And if you hated it, I need to change something.
Thank you.
Thank you. What time do other people have? I have like...
We have to get to the other rooms.
I'm sorry?
We have to get to the other rooms. We're not staying here for the next...
Oh, no, I know. No, they were saying they need somebody to present, and I'm like, I got like 5 more minutes before I wanted to give somebody else 5